we are going to practice writing today. So I'm going to give you an example first, then according to the example you can practice writing about two topics, right? Today we are going to write about your mother. First topic is your mother, right? It's an easy topic I'm going to start with because we are going to extend this writing experience. So we start from this. Myself you all have done already, so I thought to start from my mother. Before we write the essay or a sentence, first what we have to do is we have to do brainstorming, right? It is called brainstorming. What is it? That means you have to categorize. You have to say what are the things you are going to talk about. You can't just talk, right? You can't just take the topic and write. It won't be successful. What you have to do, you have to make a list of the things. It should be a summary, right? You can now we are going to write 10 sentences. First you have to plan how many sentences I am going to write. Then according to that you have to write what are the things you are going to talk about your mother. Okay, now for example, first thing, what are you going to say? Your mother's name, right? So number one, you write your mother's name. Then number two, normally when you are talking about yourself also, you say where do you live, what is your age, or what you are doing. So those kind of your hobbies and all. So those kind of things you can say it about your mother as well, right? Then now here, for example, we can say number one, Ramani Manike. Number two, Ragam, that's the place she lives. Number three, the age. Number four, the occupation, right? And number five, her school or where she works, right? Because now here she's a teacher, so we can say she is working in St. Anne's Vidyalaya. Before that, you can just point them, right? Then number six, how many children she has. So number seven, her hobby. Number eight, what kind of a person she is. Number nine, uh, things she is good at. Number 10, then the final sentence, normally what we say, I love her so much. So love, about love we are going to talk at the end, right? So after you finish this summarizing, you can start writing. Okay, now we are going to write using numbers, but you can practice writing this as an essay as well. First we practice like this. Okay, number one, now Ramani Manike, that is the name. So you say my mother is Ramani Manike, or you can say my mother's name is Ramani Manike. Then number two, she lives in Ragam, that's one person, so we use verb, the singular verb. We have learned these things, and when we use she, we use is. So she lives at Ragama, she is 40 years old, she is a teacher, my mother works at St. Anne's Vidyalaya, she has 2 sons and 1 daughter, her hobby is reading books, she is very kind, she can sew, I love her very much. Right, these are the sentences we can make. Don't always use one way of writing. For example, you don't use she all the time. You have to change. Now here number 2, 3, 4 they have used she. Then when it comes to number 5, again my mother. So like that you can change the way you start the sentence. Otherwise the essay will be boring, right? So always try to change the way you start the sentence. The subject should be changed. You can say she, you can say my mother, you can say her. So like that you change the starting, the way you start the sentence, right? So once you studied this, you can write about your mother. Okay, first what you have to do, you have to copy this down to your book. First you have to draw the square in the middle, then points around the square, put blank and write about your mother. First you have to draw her in the middle. That doesn't need to be perfect. You can draw a picture of mother. Then you have to categorize what are the things you are going to talk, right? Then you must write how many points? 10 points about your mother. Okay, don't copy the same things from the example I have given. You have to write about your mother. It's not about the example. You think about your mother. Write your mother's name, write her age. Those are the common things you can write. Write where she lives, and if she's working, you can say she works in this place. And if she's a housewife, you can say she's a housewife. Okay, like that, 10 points should be there. Once you finish writing about your mother, you have to send the photo of the work you have done to teacher, right? Then you have to write about your father as well. That also same way you must do. Okay, you have to draw a picture of your father in the middle and write the points. Your first thing should be your father's name, right? Second thing may be age, or maybe where he lives. So like that you can write 10 points. Even if you like to write more than 10 points, okay, but not less than 10 points, right? Please write more than 10 or 10 sentences about your father as well, and take a photo of your work and send to teacher. Always take a photo and send to teacher whatever you have done. Okay, I want to check your activities because it won't be very soon we start the school, the classes, right? So what you have to do the activity on your writing book and please send me a photo. මේ හැමදේම කරලා මට ෆොටෝස් එවන්න. මොකද අපි ළඟදී ක්ලාස් පටන් ගන්න එක ෂුවර් නැහැ යන විදිහට. ඒ නිසා මට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ෆොටෝස් එවන්න. ඕකේ? එතකොට ටීචර්ට පුළුවන් මේව චෙක් කරලා ඔයාලගේ හරි වැරදි බලන්න. එකම ඇක්ටිවිටි එකක්වත් මිස් කරන්න එපා. ටීචර් වනේවා ඔක්කොම කරලා මට ෆොටෝස් එවන්න. එතකොට ටීචර් ඒවා චෙක් කරලා ඔයාලට ඒවයි හරි වැරදි කියලා දෙන්නම් ඔන්ලයින්. ඔයාලට Zoom lessons ඕන නම් කියන්න. මම Zoom lessons කරන්න නැත්තේ හැමෝම එකතු කරගන්න අමාරුයි. අනිත් එක අපිට අපේ ක්ලාස් එකේ ඉන්නේ different age groups. එතකොට සමහර age groups වලින් එක්කෙනයි දෙන්නයි ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් Zoom lessons කරනකොට අමාරුයි මට. ඒ වගේ මම හිතන්නේ දරුවන්ටත් මේ ක්‍රමය ලේසි කියලා. ඒකයි මෙහෙම කරන්නේ. ඒත් ඔයාලට මොනවා හරි දෙයක් මගෙන් දැනගන්න ඕන නම් help ඕන නම් Zoom lessons කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Thank you for watching the video. I will meet you in another video soon. Bye bye.